Hi everybody, it's Jeff and Tony at Parker's Chrysler here in Penticton. We're just taking a minute to update you on some news. Tony, I'm not sure if you've seen this one in the news or heard it. There was a log car, and I'm talking about a car that was actually built out of a log that sold on Barrett Jackson. It's called like the Cedar rocket car, and I'm not sure if you've had a chance to see it, but this is a really unique item. Hopefully we can... I think Ray's putting some pictures up along with what we're talking about. Have you seen this, Tony?
Yes, I have. And the lumber was from BC.
Yeah, that's right. A company called Pioneer Log Homes, which builds log homes up here in Canada, they had put this up on auction at Barrett Jackson, and this thing sold 3 times.
I know. I tried to buy it, but they outbid me.
They outbid you. The first bid, I think I understand this correctly. First bid went for... was it $175,000?
Yes, it was $100,000 more than I wanted to pay.
Oh, $100,000 more than you had offered, and you were probably offering Canadian dollars.
That's right, yeah.
But what happened is that they immediately put it up for sale again. So somebody had paid for this, and then it went up again. And here's what happened. It went the second time, sold for another $100,000 US.
They had 2 of those cars?
No, they only had 1 car, but what happened is they sold it, and the guy said, okay, well, I want to sell it again, and he, what happened is...
back.
Yeah, they donated the money back because all of this money went to charity. So the third time it sold, Tony, it sold for another $75,000 US, which is a total of...
$75,000 more than I wanted to.
Still more. Oh, I thought you had bid 70,000, but no. So the really cool thing is about this is it raised a total of $350,000 US for charities.
That's like $7 million Canadian.
It's pretty close to $7 million. And all kidding aside, I think that it's a little over $435,000 all for great Canadian charities.
Okay, I don't get it. Does it actually run?
Yes, this thing runs and
moves under its own power.
It moves and it moves
like
fast.
Not like a log driver doesn't need to take it down the lake. It actually
It's still run by feet.
Oh, okay. You can picture the old
Flintstones
and feet.
Flintstones.
Yeah, Flintstones car. No, this actually has. You can see the jet propellers in the back.
A V0.
Just imagine those by your ears as you're rocketing.
Is it propelled by the rockets, or is that just for show?
No, that's not for show. This is the propellant that it uses, and it's again one of a kind item. You can picture yourself, driving to work daily.
How fast does it go? It looks a little rickety.
I'm not sure about the roll bar, and the body work is not quite done yet.
Hold on a second. I'm just getting some stuff, and I think this comes out of a CBC article. This is a 2016 Pioneer Cedar rocket. And it has actually set a Guinness World Record for being the fastest motorized log car, reaching a total of 47.64 miles per hour. Wow.
47.6 miles per hour?
That is correct.
What is that for us that live in Canada?
I'm not entirely sure. Ray, if you want to look that
47 miles per hour to kilometers is 75 kilometers per hour, give or take.
And apparently, yeah, and Tony, apparently this time was set at the Wild Horse Pass Motorsports Park in Chandler, Arizona. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Congratulations to Pioneer Log Homes, and thanks to all those people, of course, who bid and donated to Canadian auctions here.
Pioneer Log Homes, isn't that the Timber Kings guys?
I believe so.
Is that the Timber Kings?
Same guys.
That's the Timber Kings.
Yeah. So yeah, that was just a really cool item of news that we wanted to share with you guys. And again, it's Jeff and Tony here at Parker's. Of course, Ray in the background is also our producer for these segments. It's nice to see that Ray's popular on his phone. I'm not sure if you can hear that in the background.
It's just my wife. Oh my gosh. Well, she's not done.
She probably wants to buy the car.
She's bidding. Apparently there's further bids up for auction, Ray.
That's perfect, because that'll fit all my kids.
Yeah.
Do I want a Grand Caravan or a
fit
log car?
Your bids. Well, I mean, of course we work at a Dodge dealership here, so we do have lots of family vehicles like that. But just some other cool things that we see coming up at Barrett Jackson this year. I'm a huge fan of Barrett Jackson, all the fun little cars they have going there. Just a minor list, of course, of the collection of Porsches. I saw that there's a 356 coming up, but of course it's a replica.
What's a 356?
A 356 Porsche?
I don't know. What does that mean?
Oh, Ray.
I'm a Mopar guy.
Oh, guys. Okay, Mopar guys.
Is that this thing?
Yes, that's a 356 Porsche.
That thing is effing ugly.
What, are you kidding me?
Look at
Oh
that.
my
It
God.
looks like a little Fiat.
I'm just devastated by Ray's enthusiasm.
Looks like a
for
baseball
vehicles. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. There are some cool old Mopar products coming up. There's a 1970 Dodge Charger 500 coming up, which would be really, really fun car to have.
What's the 500 stand for?
What's the 500?
Yeah,
I think
tell me.
Tony, can you enlighten us?
Something to do with racing.
It was a
Something
racing.
to do with racing.
Right.
I believe that.
So that one, I think they get me right on this. It's a 440 cubic inch Magnum V8 with a 4-barrel carburetor. And they use the Torque Flight automatic transmission on those.
Is that good?
That's the best.
Is that the best?
Color transmission.
Why don't they put those in the cars now then?
Because they're all different type of transmission.
They got to make sure they break.
9-speed, yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Further coming up, I know that they've got a few things going out. I saw on the list of active listings a 1933 Plymouth Custom Coupe.
What's that look like?
A log car.
Just a second. It's a log car. Except for they did it with the pine beetle, so it looks blue.
Wouldn't that be cool? Oh my gangster.
Is that what Goldfinger had in Goldfinger?
I don't recall that.
Bonnie and Clyde.
Bonnie and Clyde. It looks like a Bonnie and Clyde car. You're right. Also coming up, did I mention the 73 Barracuda?
Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
Yeah, who doesn't want that?
Wait a second. What's that one look like? That's this thing here?
Thank you. Oh, yeah.
That's too big. It's like driving a boat.
No.
Smaller than the Challenger.
I don't like that either.
Probably better on gas than my Jeep.
It's probably a BC Ferry is probably better on gas than that thing.
Anyway, there's going to be a lot further things coming up throughout the year with some of the auctions going on. And we'd like to talk more about some of the cool stuff that we have going on here in Canada as well. Any other thoughts for the days, guys?
Is that a cold joke? Cool stuff in Canada?
What?
Is that a cold? Like it's cold up here?
It's kind of funny. We're in a boardroom. You're wearing a sweater. Both Tony and I have outside jackets on.
Yeah, but I'm wearing a Mr. Rogers sweater.
Oh, well, there we go. Ray and Mr. Rogers. This, if you know.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Thank you very much, Ray. So thank you, everybody, for taking time to listen today. We'll be in touch with you guys in the future and have some more podcasts for you guys with some more entertaining news.
This isn't a podcast. This is YouTube.
Oh, my God.
Get your mediums right.
Well, I'll get my mediums right. Can you not multiply and put it on both?
This wasn't 10 minutes. It's only 8. That's okay. It's good enough.
Oh, my gosh.
What else are you going to talk about?
Have we got 2 minutes of conversation that you've got?
Jokes, but
No jokes. What car do you own, Tony?
39 Nash.
A 39 Nash.
72 Fargo pickup.
That's not what you drove to work today.
No, I brought in my Volkswagen Winter Beater.
What do you drive?
I drive a 2014 Jeep Wrangler that I bought off Tony, which was one of my favorite vehicles.
Did you buy that from Tony before you worked here?
I
did.
I did. I was actually a customer of Tony's before I ever came to work at Parker's.
Does he call you? Did he call you a lot?
Afterwards, no. I think.
Well, then he wasn't doing his job.
It's okay. I'll call on Tony's behalf.
But time to trade it in for that new GL.
The
GL.
The JL.
JL.
Yeah, the new version of the Jeep.
The Wrangler JL.
New redesigned dash.
We got that one with
8-speed
that nice
transmission.
tan interior that you can get nice and dirty.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure my wife's on board with me trading it at this point in time, but I'm always open for an options review here at Parker's Chrysler.
Okay, we hit 9 minutes. I think we're cool.
Okay, wonderful. Thanks, everybody, for taking the time to listen to us today.
Tony, you just spilled your coffee everywhere.
It's a little
Tea.
cold.
Oh, it's tea.
It's a little cold. We're just trying to warm things up, so Tony got some tea on
That's
the
not a
table.
cold joke. That's
Thank
a
you,
right
guys.
out cold comment.
It's a cold comment. Thanks, everybody, for listening. On behalf of Tony and Ray here at Parker's, I'm Jeff. Come on down to Parker's if you're in the Penticton area.
Tony, pick up your tea.